Postcards from the Island, we give our platform over to an important voice for diversity, equality, and change on Prince Edward Island. So let's go meet the Black Cultural Society of PEI.
We're going to take it back to the Bahamas real quick.
Wake up early in the morning, we jump on the back of the truck. Me, Terry, and Rico, them, all of we just wake up. Let's go, Terry! Waking and scraping down the island, going from house to house. We flatten the pole, the chop on the boy, the chickens out. We waking on the straight, hey! We waking on the straight, hey! We waking on the straight, hey! Oh, we waking on the straight, hey! Let's go! We playing domino downtown at Freeport bus stop. We also playing Nassau at Fortescue, McKinsey, Double Six, Partners.
When I moved here 21 years ago, the Black population, from my perspective, seemed very, very, very small. And the number of times I would see another Black person or person of color at all in the street was so small. And now it's all the time. I don't go out on a day and not see a person of color and not see another Black person. I think that's really why we feel like we need to grow as a society. If our population is growing and nothing else around them and for them is growing, that's not helpful. It's not beneficial.
Well, I am from Freeport, Bahamas. Hey home, 242 Bahamas. And what brought me here is me and my girlfriend. We're both actually in the arts. She had to go to school, and we have a little girl, a little baby. So I wanted to come over and help her while she's in school. And I had to get a job, so I had to. I got my worker's permit and everything like that. I love PEI. The food is great. The clubs are dope. And yeah, just basically everybody just was welcoming. When they first, met me and they saw me and everything like that, and they saw me and Dawn and the baby and everything, and but the downside of it was just when we got here, it was just trying to find a place to stay, because apartments here are really hard to find.
And that's what encourages people to come here and stay for a year and then leave, finish their school program and then leave.
In 2005, I bought a one-way ticket to Vancouver and I left. I had just graduated from the Culinary Institute of Canada as valedictorian. Didn't see experience or opportunities here for myself as a chef, as a musician, so I left.
But we know now that that's not what people want. They want to stay here, they want to work here, they want to find apartments here, and they want to get their hair done here.
I did grow up here in Prince Edward Island. It was very challenging. I grew up in Summerside. I was raised by a white family. I'm biracial. And I would say I've experienced overt racism. I've experienced low-key racism. I've experienced microaggressions. And it was not an experience that I would hope for someone else to have here.
When you break it down like that, yes, a bit of microaggressions. Like say when I was looking for apartments, when I would go to interview, I would feel like they would just look at me and be like, oh, okay, and then the whole tone would change from when we talk on the phone and email. I even had a time where I legit went to a viewing. Dude took one look at me and was like, it's okay, we already found somebody. So I was like, yeah, all right then. So that's one of the ways where felt I was pushed out.
And you don't always want to go to the race thing, but it's 2020. Race is alive now. It's, back then it was it was really alive, and we thought it was going to go down, but it's just coming back up now. It's not sugarcoating it at all. This is truly, like I told you, I love PEI and I love the people there, but it's just, when you meet someone like that, you can't even believe they're telling you this stuff.
I really wanted to represent the Bahamian culture in PEI. And I've always been a person to want to embrace my art and embrace young artists like myself, wanting to give a piece of us back to PEI because they've been giving so much to us in the same process, right? So that was my main goal.
I've been running the society since 2019 and for just over a year now, and we're really moving into a place where we can be a fully functional support system for the Black community. So rather than just awareness, we'll bring in the advocacy piece and just kind of bringing services to the community that are lacking at the moment. For me, and I think it's safe to say I'm speaking for the whole team, is we find it very fulfilling. It's fulfilling work, and I think that overshadows the things that are overwhelming about it. I think that to be in a position where we can tangibly help people who come to us looking for help, and to be in a position where people feel comfortable enough to come to us for help is really a blessing. There's so many more opportunities that are coming up for the Black community here to run their own businesses for services that we need culturally, but also for services that that may be offered otherwise, but it's their talent. Graphic design, for example. There's a number of graphic designers or performers or, you name it. We've got it too. And we just want that opportunity. So as a society, we are trying to open those doors and make those opportunities so that people can have a successful life here.
If you would have told me 15 years ago that in 2020 you're going to end up back in Prince Edward Island surrounded by and embraced by this amazing cultural community of people that look like me, I probably wouldn't have believed you. I can't really express my gratitude towards the folks at Black Cultural Society and just the opportunities for people like us, whether we're from here, whether we're not from here. A community exists that embraces all of us and is actively trying to create opportunities for people like us. So hats off to Black Cultural Society.
I see this flashlight coming down 4:30 in the morning, man. Look, yo, man, at the same time, I almost get carried. My wife come looking for me with a face so vexed. She say, what you doing down? From 9 till 4:30, I was picking some to make us some on a way down by.